Okay, this is weather outlook for Wednesday, May 7th. Unfortunately, more rain is on the way. I kind of hope all that flooding up there has at least gotten under control and gone down a little bit. Um, Good news, bad news. Good news is that rain that's going to hit on Thursday night, isn't as big as it originally was. Bad news, it's still rain. Good news is we're not going to have those torrential downpours in northeastern PA that they had. Maybe some down towards Jersey, but we're not talking 4 or 5 inches, so that's the good news. Okay, so let's look at the maps. Okay, we're going to move this to around. This is 6 o'clock right now, and there are some scattered showers across northern Pennsylvania, but nothing as bad as it was. Temperatures this afternoon, they got warm except for where the rain was at, and there it stays. There's some spots here that either got to 60 or just below 60, but as you look down towards the southeast down here and out towards Pittsburgh, it got into the upper 60s and even 70s. Here's Jersey, mostly a lot of 72s in Delaware too. So it warmed up a little bit as we go through the nighttime hours. It'll cool down, but not drastic. Now this is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Mostly 50s, and where it really got into the 70s, it basically stays into the low 60s. Now, here's the problem. We got to put this video in motion here. We have a system coming out of the south. Now, late in the afternoon, again, that sun sets up. Here's a small little thunderstorm here. Here's one over here by Newark. That's all they need is another snow rain over there. They'll close the airport down again. But as you can see, it's not so widespread. This is around 4 in the afternoon. Here's 5 in the afternoon. Here's 6. Here's 7. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And as you can see, it's kind of scattered right now. The thunderstorms up here or the heavier rains are just basically light rains now. And then there's a couple of heavier slots down here to the south. And then here comes up, this is around midnight right here. And here you go. Here's your heavier rain. Now, it was up here. Now it seems to be back to where I originally said yesterday. I know the GFS had it up here, but I'm showing you this because I believe this is more realistic. You can see Lancaster, Reading, just getting into it, heading down here towards York. And as you can see, during the nighttime hours, this is around 4 o'clock in the morning. You can see it's not that big mash of heavy precipitation, thunderstorm lines and all. It's this basically rain, some moderate rain. Here, if anywhere, there's some thunderstorms down here by Cape May. And then as we go to the day, you can see it kind of tries to fill in Jersey to some moderate rain, even out here towards the suburbs over here by Philadelphia. But it's really not it's not this deluge of rain that we expect. This is Friday evening around 6 o'clock. And it's leaving the state of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and all. Here's what it's calling for right now, and as you can see, most of it's down this way. Most of it's in Jersey. Where you see the dark oranges, there could be anywhere from an inch and a half to maybe some areas get 3, but I find that a little hard to believe. I'm thinking more like 2, 2.5. The other area is basically between 3/4 of an inch and a third of an or a third of an inch and 3/4 of an inch. If you go out towards Pittsburgh, west of State College, you got showers. Luckily, maybe a tenth of an inch out there if you get anything. But that's kind of it. And it's a low pressure system, and it's not going to hang around for days. It'll be gone as we get into Friday during the day. It's just this now. This is when a low forms. It kind of loops around, and this is the problem. It kind of loops around a little bit, so it does leave some showers to the north as we get to there. And again, the weekend afternoon highs in the 60s for mostly everybody. Maybe some areas to the north up here, upper 50s. And as we get into Sunday, there's your Sunday afternoon temperatures. There we go. Again, 60s, some 70s scattered around Jersey and Delaware, a lot of 70s out there. Pittsburgh, you get above 70 down here. So, not all that bad. I'll hit the button here that'll tell me how much precipitation we get over the 48-hour period. How about that? Nothing. So that's a good thing as we go. And then I don't see anything coming on until this is Tuesday morning early, and you can see some rain moving in from the south on Tuesday morning. And then eventually that will cross over the state. Another low pressure system coming up. And yep, so we got to hopefully these situations that the cities and boroughs and whatever have to take care of from flooding and trees down and all. Hopefully they can get them done in between all these little storms that are coming through. And as this one comes through, now this is just 24 hours of precipitation, at least some showers behind. Then there's another one the following week, and that one's a little bit on the heavier side. But if we're talking about total precipitation between now and say May 20th, there's a lot. There's, anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe a little over 5 inches across Jersey, Delaware, most of Pennsylvania gets hit pretty good. But this is, again, this is the amount of precipitation for the next 2 weeks. So it's not overnight or one storm for 2 weeks. But cleanup is going to be something you try to do in between. All right. The www.weather-outlook.com is going to be updated shortly right after this video is released on Facebook. Again, go there for local forecasts for your area, and there's special videos for that, and you can view it there. All right, everybody, take care.